It was supposed to be a follow-up investigation, just a quick crossing over a footbridge to check if the activity from Part 1 had carried across the river. But the woods had been waiting, and by the end of the night, they'd have a name, a body count, and a corrupted file that shouldn't exist. So, what happened? The first video tonight comes from Haunted Finders, a UK-based paranormal investigation crew led by Josh Hurd, a ghost hunter who spends his weekends in abandoned asylums and historic castles, trying to get the dead to talk. Full toolkit, K2 meters, spirit boxes, communication apps. Most nights they get static and disappointed hopes. This wasn't most nights. It's December 15th, 2022. Remote Woodland, historically connected to Sherwood Forest, United Kingdom.
Oh, was down there.
As I was saying, we've come to the other part of the forest, which on the last video, it mentions something about the river. The river runs all the way through this forest. We've actually just crossed a bridge to go over the river. So I think we're going to head back down that way and possibly carry out a couple of experiments around there. Obviously, if you watched the last video, then you'll know that this was once part of the original Sherwood Forest. It was a large section of Sherwood Forest before they built the M1, which separated it from it. But yeah, a lot of people have had paranormal experiences here the last time.
Standing in dark brush near the riverbank, when one of the investigators gets told to shush, not by his team, by a voice from the shadows. The forest is completely still. No wind, no wildlife, just that instruction hanging in the air while the K2 meter spikes into the red.
Yeah. What was that? What? Was that like a humming or something?
Yeah.
That was male. There's not someone in here, is there, messing about?
Yeah, EMF all over here.
Yeah, but did you hear that humming as well?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We're hearing all sorts at the minute. Like,
Communication app deployed. 2 words come back immediately. My remains. The team looks at the unmapped wilderness, the creek bed, the frozen ground, and starts doing the math on what might be out here. The app isn't being subtle.
done a whole like spirit box session, and my camera just randomly turned itself off, and it's lost. It's deleted the flipping spirit box session. We had a full sentence, everything.
Yeah.
Saying something about catch 'em, then
'em,
something
yeah.
about died here.
Dead here.
And then there's one bit, there's literally, there's about 4 seconds of the spirit box session left as a clip. And I'll play that now because it says something about murdered, right? And that's the only bit that remains of like a 5-minute clip. So I'll play that now.
Confirmed murder.
Please.
Confirmed murder.
Please. So as you're just seeing, I don't know what happened, but it said murdered something, but I think we should turn it back on again and see if, I don't know why it's just done that. That's weird.
Are you messing with us?
Then the equipment goes. Main camera dies in the pitch black. On reboot, the last 5 minutes of the spirit box session, the most active part of the night, has been completely erased. The only thing that survived is a 4-second corrupted clip. 1 word audible in it. Murdered. Spirit box running again on the same thread. A child's voice comes through clearly. This is a girl, she's dead. They're standing on the exact spot where a young female died violently by this river, probably decades or centuries ago.
Isaac.
Right. Did we have that name up there?
No. Isaac. You literally just asked,
Yeah. But
who is it messing with us? That could be him.
are you Isaac that's just said that?
They ask who's been shutting down the equipment. The communication app responds with a single name. Isaac, male, dominant, a gatekeeper for this section of woods. Defensive or hostile depending on how close you get to what he's protecting. They have a name now. Names make things real. Humming voices from the dark. A child's death confirmed through the static. A spirit named Isaac who forced the app closed 3 separate times. And a corrupted file containing one word that survived everything else being erased. Temperatures past -3 degrees Celsius, and a male voice warning from behind them, in the dark. They made the sensible call and retreated to the car. The camera failed when they needed evidence most. The files corrupted when they needed answers most. But honestly, that was way too close. A historic bridge over a quiet creek in rural Arkansas doesn't look threatening at dawn. Just metal beams, morning mist, and the occasional fish jumping. But bridges collect stories the way riverbeds collect silt, layer after layer, tragedy after tragedy, until the structure itself seems to remember. This is what they found. The second video tonight comes from Explore the Unknown, a pair of paranormal investigators who road trip to abandoned structures and haunted landmarks with a casual, unfiltered approach that feels more like hanging out with mates than a formal investigation. It's June 25th, 2026, Willy Bridge, Arkansas.
I'm blue, if I was green, I
It
would
is 5:30 in the morning. Been driving all night. We went to a couple places. We're currently at Willy Bridge. So, of course, we got the floating head. And the random guy, dude, he keeps showing up.
it's so crazy. I just so happen to be everywhere they're at every single time.
Oh, we have an owl somewhere around us.
Special.
So, we've kind of struck out the last, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, basically. 2 of the weeks, I was kind of down. My back was messed up. And then last week, we filmed the whole video, probably a couple hours worth. And 0 audio, so there's that.
Well, except for that little click.
Well, yeah, except for the click.
But that was it.
5:30 a.m. Exhausted from a sleepless night driving across Arkansas, running on caffeine and stubbornness, they set up over the water and position the spirit box to call out to the spirit of a mother who allegedly drowned here in the 1970s. The morning is quiet, almost too quiet.
Oh? Hey? I think I heard hey.
Yeah. Help me? We'll have to check that in editing.
Yeah. If you're here with us, you can come up and talk to us. We don't mean you no harm.
They continue questioning. The spirit box outputs one word: assault, aggressive, direct. Not the response either of them expected when asking about a drowning. Both react visibly. This isn't the gentle presence of a tragic accident.
Are you out in the water? Here?
I heard here.
I heard here.
That was clear, dude.
Yeah.
Clear. Are you here with us right now?
Let's try.
One investigator walks the bridge alone with an EMF detector, phone off to eliminate false signals. The device starts flashing on its own. Dynamic, responsive, tracking something invisible but present. He's isolated, exposed, and holding equipment confirming he's not alone on a bridge over an Arkansas creek.
I guess with that being said,
Tilly doesn't want to talk.
yeah. Guess we know not to come out here during the daytime. I guess that goes for y'all too. Don't believe us? Come try it. Alright. Well, nobody want to talk to us during the daytime.
It's not very nice. It's kind of rude.
It's pretty out here though.
May have to come out here and make a nice little day trip. Go down there, sit there on that bank and go fishing.
Well, I guess
Am I the only one that's noticed this?
nah, yeah. I guess the only action that's going on out here is these fish down here jumping.
And someone's love for Joss.
Yeah, somebody's love out here too.
I'm going to say it's probably a Jocelyn, and it's just a nickname. Because I ain't ever heard nobody named Joss.
And I'm also going to guess they're no longer together because anything like this never lasts.
Yeah, it's like a
Well, it's also scribbled out right there too.
Oh, they broke up, he came back.
Dun dun dun. I guess with that being said,
on to the next.
I guess wish us luck next time, right? So, and stay tuned for that little post. So,
You're going to love it.
yes, let us know what
The environment quiets after that. Fish jumping, morning commuters starting up, wildlife waking around them. They pack the gear, acknowledging that daylight has its limits. They joke about coming back for fishing instead. But help me, assault, and here, don't leave with the equipment. The EMF lit up when they needed confirmation. The voice answered when they needed proof. On bridges like these, you start to wonder if the structure remembers what the river would rather forget. That was creepy. 11 p.m. The temperature is dropping fast, and 2 investigators are setting up their gear in the freezing dark, expecting a quiet night of equipment tests and ambient audio. They've got REM pods, EMF meters, and the confidence that comes from doing this dozens of times before. But the woods had already started without them. Let's see what happened. The third video tonight comes from Harp's Paranormal Investigations, a UK-based ghost hunting crew led by Chris and Norman, seasoned investigators who balance serious research with the kind of camaraderie that makes you feel like you're hanging out with mates in the dark. Real-time tool testing, validating local folklore through actual evidence. Most nights they get cold equipment and colder feet. This night gave them both, plus something that didn't want them there. It's November 22nd, 2025. Keston Lakes, Bromley, Greater London.
Let's open up a portal in between the cameras, shall we?
Yeah, definitely.
And we are going to go and try and find the spirits that you just heard about. So, we'll see you in a few.
But the thing's not.
Right, so we've just set up the REM TED and it is going off. So, as you can see, that is going off, and that hasn't.
Until it stops.
No, it did stop twice,
Right.
and then it went off again. And you
EMF
get an
there.
EMF. See? Look at this. Thank you. Can you do that again for us, please? Make that go off again. Look at that EMF. Now, there's nothing here.
They ask the presence to touch the REM pod teddy bear. It lights up directly and responsively. They test for wind. A gust passes through without triggering the sensors. This isn't environmental interference. This is interactive.
You're all amazing. So a big shout out to all of you for your support. Yeah, this is a slightly different one for us than our normal.
Yeah.
Normal Norman.
Abnormal.
Group. That's just said, group. Thank you. EMF again.
Yeah.
Could you touch this again for us, please? Touch this bear for us. Come and do that again. That was incredible. First time that's gone off as far as we know, because we haven't seen the Doll's House footage, but that has been out on 2 occasions now and not
I was
gone
going
off.
to say it's been out on a couple of occasions
Yeah.
with us, and we've had no joy with it at all.
No, but tonight it's gone off.
Yeah, that's good.
Chris asks the spirit to sing a song. Complete silence follows. Audio recorders tracking for hidden frequencies. The request hanging in the air. Unanswered, but not ignored. The silence feels loaded in a way that silence in an empty woodland shouldn't.
But it was all 4 limbs going.
Look, the lights. I think this is the most activity we've had for a while.
Yeah.
But the camera wouldn't set it off because...
No, it wasn't. Well, we just tested it. And more EMF.
Thank you.
I'm going to put the gloves on.
So, like we said... Oh, the bear's gone off again. Thank you. Honest. Honest. See? We are honest. That is one thing at Harps. Is it or is it not, Norm? We are honest.
We certainly are.
We don't muck about with the truth. You see what we see.
Paranormal with principle.
Say that again?
Paranormal with principles.
Absolutely. We tell the truth. Thank you for what you've done. Can you follow us up that way when we walk up that way? Can you come with us? Change those lights again if you can come with us. Can you follow us? Thank you. Look at that.
Yeah.
They're going to follow us. So you can hear us clearly. Could you change the lights for yes if you can hear us clearly?
They relocate several hundred yards down the lakeside trail into absolute darkness. Equipment placed on a secondary bench. Cat ball and REM pod trigger immediately. Then the spirit box drops a name. Holly.
That's amazing. Thank you. It's me, it says. It's me. It's
Are
me.
you back here with us?
Love this. Yeah, we just had a load of EMF. Load of EMF there.
Teddy
So,
bear is going off there.
did you follow us from down there?
EMF and teddy bear going.
Teddy bear again. That was big EMF.
Yes, I see it.
Sorry, I just heard something over there. I think something's in the water. Thank you. Could you do that again for us? Holly. Hello, Holly. Holly, if
Probably
this...
referring to the tree behind you.
It could be. We've got holly trees over there. Could be.
More EMF over
More-
here, more teddy bear.
More teddy bear. It's just said Holly. Holly, if this is you, when the bear stops,
EMF, look.
could you do that again for us, please? Could you, once you've made the teddy bear, could you do,
And the other
and the
EMF.
EMF, and it's doing it again.
Both EMFs and the teddy bear.
Wow, this is a lot of stuff. Thank you, Holly. That is quite incredible with that EMF there. Holly, could you do it again for us, please?
Just to show us that it's...
They ask if the entity followed them from the previous spot. Both EMF meters spike into the red simultaneously. The spirit communication device responds with one sentence. I'm listening to you. Active, aware, following their conversation through the woods. After leaving, they discovered a large portion of the full spectrum footage had stopped recording with no technical explanation. Disembodied voices, direct physical contact with the equipment, and a presence that tracked them across 2 separate locations. Some investigations are about finding something. This one felt like being found instead. I'm not sure I'd have stayed past that first REM pod spike. You've probably walked into woods at night with a mate, thinking it would be a laugh. A bit of rain, some steep terrain, maybe a cool abandoned structure to find. Most people turn back when the footing gets dangerous. These guys keep going, and then the torch dies. It gets worse from here. The 4th video tonight comes from Broken Capital, a UK-based urban exploration channel hosted by a narrator and his mate Carl, 2 guys who hunt down forgotten locations with nothing but banter, stubbornness, and occasionally a single stick for defense. Adventure is about the journey and having a laugh, even when things go sideways. This particular journey went sideways, then upside down, then looped back on itself. It's March 1st, 2025. Pitch black Woodland, United Kingdom.
Okay. So this is where we currently are. You can't really see, you just about see Carl there, look, right. Turn the lights off, Carl. Right, we're just gearing up now. In the old yellow machine.
Yeah.
That's where them little teepee things are over there. But there is a woodland walk through this way, so we shouldn't get too lost. No, there's one behind me as well. Oh. Did you just jump? Yeah. What's behind us? Look at these. They're ace.
They start in the vehicle while a heavy downpour hammers the roof, step out into darkness, and immediately find strange wooden teepee structures scattered through the trees, forest school, temporary shelters, or something else. An hour and a half of driving to find an elusive abandoned structure, and they've landed in a dark valley full of things that weren't on the map.
Whoa! Are you alright?
You're not filming that?
Oh yeah, I filmed that. I got all of that. Carl, we can't go that way, we'll never get back up. Yo, I can't help you because I'll fall. Yo, give me a hand, give me a hand. You alright? Sure you don't want to find like a nice house somewhere? I'm not even joking.
After crawling on hands and knees beneath a massive fallen tree root, Carl stops dead. Something large is moving directly toward him out of the pitch-black shadows. They're armed with one stick between them and deteriorating confidence.
The state of my jeans.
How did you like? What?
What did you turn your... Oh.
Light went off. Told you it's that battery, it's crap. Right. See you in a minute. We've done a fucking complete circle, but it was more of an H shape.
Dad,
what?
there's my car.
What?
My car's there, look.
Where's your car?
There.
Yeah?
This is my car. Something's alone.
Hey? Carl.
Steep section. Carl's torch battery fails completely. Absolute darkness in dense, unfamiliar forest. The kind of equipment failure that reframes every decision made in the last hour. They eventually realize they've walked a massive figure-8 loop and ended up directly beneath the ridge where Carl originally slipped. The woods brought them back to where they started. They navigate out safely, and the video ends with the kind of reflection that only comes after you've been genuinely rattled. Adventure isn't always about the destination. Sometimes it's about making it back to the car. The torch failed when he needed visibility most. The loop brought them back when they needed progress most. But honestly, in woods like these, you start to wonder if the forest has a sense of humor about who it lets leave easily. Started as a mate adventure, ended as a navigation nightmare. What makes someone return to a location where they've already heard a girl screaming from a dark river? For Mark and his team at Haunted the Truth, it's the pursuit of answers. The need to confirm that what they experienced wasn't imagination, wasn't acoustics, wasn't the wind. But some locations don't appreciate being questioned. Let's take a look. The fifth video tonight comes from Haunted the Truth, a UK-based paranormal investigation channel led by Mark, a boots-on-the-ground ghost hunter who explores everything from local woods to historic prisons using EMF meters, night vision, and trigger objects. Mark had been to Snuff Mills before. He knew what waited there. He came back anyway. It's July 10th, 2022, Snuff Mills, England.
Someone's drowned and fell in the river. But that wasn't the case. I mean, it was dark. It was cold, it was dingy. And then we constantly heard footsteps. It was creepy, but never done an investigation in this area before.
So this is the car park before you enter the main area of Snuff Mills, and you're probably thinking, there's nothing of it. But this used to be where the original quarry was.
Still in the car park, near the quarry. Loud cracking sounds and heavy footsteps in the dark. The activity starts before they've even reached the forest paths, which raises the question of how far the boundary of this place actually extends.
There it goes, here it goes, here it goes.
There you go. So bizarre.
Oh, here comes the fog. Look. Bear in mind it's a warm day. Look.
That's so weird, isn't it? Do that again.
A fully charged camera battery drains completely. Simultaneously, both investigators experience sudden physical symptoms, extreme dizziness, sharp localized pain in their ribs. This stops being equipment anomalies. This is physical.
Fucking, I've seen it land. There it is.
No, we gotta go.
There it is.
No, we gotta
Chris,
go.
Chris, don't leave me.
No, we gotta go.
Why?
No, because I'm not fucking up for that.
Don't leave me. Shine the light that way. Came from that way.
No way, no way, no way.
What?
I just seen something right there.
Night vision captures it on the way out. A distinct shadow moving swiftly across the frame while one investigator stands completely still. Something was there, watching, moving only when they tried to leave. EMF spikes and footsteps gave way to fog and battery drain, which gave way to physical symptoms and a thrown object, which ended with a shadow figure and immediate retreat. The escalation covered every category in one night. Some locations don't want to be investigated. Some want to be left alone. I'm still trying to process that one. He's halfway through adjusting his broken backpack strap when he hears it. Footsteps in the leaves directly behind him. Heavy, deliberate, close enough to be right over his shoulder. He stops, turns, and finds nothing but mist and darkness, where something definitely just walked. But he keeps moving. The sixth and final video tonight comes from Raw and Unfiltered, a series by Strayed Explorer hosted by Adam, a solo paranormal investigator who strips away editing, music, and dramatic reactions to let the raw atmosphere speak for itself. It's July 5th, 2026, Daring Woods, United Kingdom.
So here I am again in the Daring Woods, otherwise known as the Screaming Woods. Said to be one of the most haunted woods in the UK. And I'm by myself. I haven't got my friends with me today. I must say it's a really odd feeling. Not particularly scared, it's just odd. It's just feeling really dark today. So it's just going to be a quick session today. Just going for a walk and see what I can pick up. Rather misty. Don't know if you can quite see the mist that I can see.
1:15 a.m. Absolute silence. Then a sharp noise breaks it right next to him. He checks the surroundings and reaches for an animal explanation. The explanation sounds thin even as he says it.
Thought I heard a footstep then, which was weird. What was that? Okay, considering it's about 1:30 in the morning, I think that's me done, just a little walk around. Some strange noises here in the quiet of the night, but you've got so much wood, animals.
1:30 a.m. Another anomalous sound through the trees. He stops again to locate it. Starts considering whether the solo trek needs to end sooner than planned.
Like a flash over there, flashing light, but perhaps not.
Walking an overgrown straight path when a violent disturbance shatters the silence. He reacts immediately, mutters under his breath, declares the investigation is finishing. Not panic, just a decision made by someone who has done this long enough to know when to listen to it. Before leaving, he issues a direct challenge, break a twig if something's there, and recites a protective prayer. Then movement at the corner of his eye. A brief flash of light through the pitch-black trees. The challenge got an answer. He leaves the path citing the broken bag and the increasingly hostile feel of the forest. Asks his audience to review the raw footage for anything his eyes missed in the dark. Coming back next time with the full crew. The footsteps were close enough that he felt them before he heard them. The light answered when he asked. Whatever is in Daring Woods, it was aware of him being there alone, and it had opinions about it. Put yourself there. 1:30 a.m., footsteps behind you, mist so thick you can't see 10 feet. Do you stay? Do you run? Or do you challenge the darkness to show itself? There's no right answer. But there are definitely wrong ones. That's it for tonight. If you watched all the way to the end, you're either very brave or you made some questionable life choices. Either way, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and click one of the videos on screen. I'll be back soon with more reasons to stay indoors. See you then. And if you made it this far, there was a hidden word somewhere in tonight's video. Drop it in the comments if you caught it.